I'm your host, Sharada Devi, of the Born to be Free podcast that serves as a bridge between the ancient and the new era, a confluence of opposites where all is seen as sacred and every experience is meant to catapult you into your supreme destiny. Oh, welcome, dear friends. We are here for another episode of the Born to be Free podcast. I'm Sharada Devi, your host, here in Mahā Bali with two very special guests. I feel so honored and privileged to introduce to you High Priest and High Priestess Ida Rishi Wisesanatha, Oh Swastiastu, and Mahā Devī. Om Swastiastu. Om Swastiastu is a Balinese greeting, and I would love to hear from Ida Rishi. What is the meaning of Om Swastiastu?
Om Swasti Astu. Om is in every mantra.
Mhm.
Om is always in the front. Without Om, all of the mantra has no life, has no energy. And then Swasti is to be good, to be safe. And then Astu, hopefully, may you are safe and good.
What a beautiful greeting. That we wish each other safety, and wellness.
Selamat siang, selamat pagi, good afternoon also.
Yeah.
It depends on how is our heart when we are saying that.
Yes.
I'm not a fanatic Hindu.
You're not a fanatic Hindu?
So it doesn't mean you have to say that, but I'm proud to be Hindu.
Yes, yes. Oh, well, it's such a wonderful moment to be here with you, and also that you're going to join the upcoming Priestess initiation training here in Swasti, where we are at.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation,
Yes,
especially for the water purification.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What is the meaning of a water purification to start with? And the water purification that you do is like one of a kind. I don't know anyone else who does this kind of water
The
purification.
essence, I think, the same. Almost all high priests having their own specific way beside the generic way.
Okay.
Because one of the role of the high priest is becoming what so called sang pertirtan,
Sang.
the water, the water high priest, maybe sang pertirtan. So one of their obligation is to do water purification. Water purification is a ceremony. We purify the people by using holy water or sacred water. So surely with the process we have to create a container and bless the water, purify the water to purify the people.
Yes. And when you say purification, what does it mean to be purified, and purified from what? For people that have no idea of a purification ritual.
Very good question. Simple but good. We supposed to have our own natural setup, the 7 dimension, as you know, and the energy content as how you are designed. And then, if there is unorganic energy created within or because of the external factor, then that will create or you will have unnecessary energy within. So through the process of water purification, we take out the unnecessary energy and to replace it with a harmonious, a good one. So that is the process happen. And we do it specifically, especially Mahā Devī will handle that more, especially in the water purification. Because lately there are a situation where more and more people are in the process of their awakening. So
An awakening from what? Just for listeners and followers.
Awakening to their true self.
To the true self.
Yeah. Awakening. This awakening become something great terminology
Yes,
lately,
exactly.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
So then water purification become more challenging
Yeah.
because we are not touching about how to get rid of the unnecessary energy
Mm.
caused by something more outside of the exterior.
Mm.
But now the challenge is we have to touch the trauma
Mm.
because of the past life as well, because they
Mm.
appear.
Mm.
Because the evolution, the process or the states of the evolution of the people touching also their past.
Mm.
And then also at the same time, one of the purpose of that is to touch and if possible to unskin the soul, so help the awakening process as well.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, that's why it's make it a little bit different. But
Yeah.
the essence is the generic, the basic step
Mm.
surely is the same, and surely we do it depend on what is the level of the person that we are handling.
Mm.
If they require more, then we give more. If they
Mm.
require, they don't need it, so we don't
Yeah.
give it. It's very much
And you
depend.
feel that? Like you feel the energy of the
Yes,
people?
yes, yes. At the
Yes.
beginning, we
Yeah.
touch, we already more energy that we require to
Yes.
handle
Yes.
a more complicated
Yeah.
person. So
Mm.
that is the challenge.
Yeah.
I think you like to do it. It's quite
Yeah.
challenging. Yeah, yeah.
Before we do the water purification, for sure
Yeah.
we have to pray first to
Yeah.
purify the water,
Yes.
and we try to
Yeah.
connect with
So
the
what do you pray when you pray to the water? What are you saying? What is the calling, the invocation there?
Basically, it's basic. We have to purify ourselves first, no?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then after that, we have to create the
So purifying
container
in the self would be in
connecting.
the moment, like maybe one is very busy, right, with thoughts and the
Mm.
mind, and to
Mm.
bring
Yeah,
oneself here
Yeah.
present.
that is generic.
Mm.
As a high priest, we have to purify ourselves when we
Mm.
have when we have to create ourselves as a container.
Yeah.
We have to purify ourselves, and then after that, we have to connect our ancestors,
Mm.
the
Mm.
specific ancestors who guide us.
Mm.
And then after that, we have to connect the deities who are having that particular duties.
Yeah.
And then, based on their consent, then we purify the water.
Yeah.
And then, having those connections, then we handle
Mm.
the people.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Mm.
she handled that. And then, from my observation, it's rains. The length or the period of time that she handled is around 15 to 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
depend of the
The person.
persons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember like you went through all the sacred energy centers and
Yes.
have cleared that out just by your presence, by touch.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
how is that for you? And were you always able to feel
Feel.
and
Yeah.
sense? Was that always since a little girl, or did that come later? Did you
Um.
cultivate that?
It becomes more
Mm.
sensitive when I become a high priest.
When you become high
Yeah,
priest?
just
Yeah.
realize that my purpose is to help people
Mm.
to heal, to
Mm.
purify, especially with the water.
Mm.
So after we connected to the source, when we do the healing, I just feel, like that
Yeah.
transparency between my heart and their
Yeah.
heart, people heart. So
Yeah.
just have the ability to feel and to help them which part of the body, which part of the soul need to be purified,
Yeah.
need to be pushed more,
Yeah.
something like that. So just feel the connection because we have in the same source, yeah, same light. So that's the light working more deeply into the people, something like that, through the water,
Mm.
through our connection, the feeling,
Yeah.
through the heart.
So
Something.
would we say that you are a water high priestess specifically, or
No,
no?
just one of
There's one.
one of my duties.
One of the
We
duties.
are
Can you maybe talk about the difference, like what is the difference between a priest and high priest? Because in Bali we have so many different
okay.
priests and high priests. And
In Bali, when we start to study holy teaching, we have to have a special purification,
yeah,
special ceremony. We call it Mawinten.
Winton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The basic one, after the lowest one, it's Mawinten Saraswati. We have to ask apologies and to introduce ourselves to the energy of the sacred of Saraswati.
Yes.
And then after that, there are at least 2 levels to be priests. So they have to have another ceremony to be priests. And surely they have to have a basic teaching on life. And then to be high priest, they require another education and quite serious ceremonies after that to be a high priest.
Yeah.
Can you
And
tell a little bit about the ceremonies that you
To be high
did? Like, what
priest.
were the ceremonies?
the
How were they?
ceremonies beside it's a lot and also very deep. The most
Dwijate.
serious one is mati raga, they call it seda raga. We literally die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give our teacher give us a touch and basically we
Just pass out.
experience
You passed
the
out.
dead to be
Like
it.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Basically there is a purification, the deep purification, and then our energy is replaced for the unnecessary energy is taken out and then replaced by another aksara or code or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after we become high priest, we have to prepare ourselves to be, we call it sang apta, sang
Patirtan.
pengloka palasraya. Sang apta is to be the wise one in the community, and then they may come to ask for our wisdom,
Vice.
our guidance and advice. And then second one to be
Loka
sang
person.
pengloka palasraya. We lead the ceremony for the community, for the big family, for the clan. And then third one, sang petirtan.
Patirtan.
Yeah, sang petirtan is to do
The water blessing.
yeah.
Water blessing.
And then sang pengupadesa. Sang pengupadesa is to be acharya. To be acharya,
teacher.
to give to be teacher and to give
Our wisdom to
lesson to teach dharma, to teach dharma, and high priest is expected to have that quality. But there are a degree in high priest, although expected to have all of those function, but there are a category where there is high priest who become a high priest because they want to purify themselves and to stay away from the hustle bustle of the life. So they call themselves as Wiku Ngeraga. Wiku Ngeraga is to become a high priest, entering the Bhikshuka level, but they do it for themselves only. So they don't do the service to the people. So they that because in the Chaturasrama there is a level, the guidance in life, Brahmachari, Grihasta, and then Vanaprastha and Bhikshuka. The level we have in this life, we have to purify ourselves and become that level.
So maybe I just explain. So the 4 Chatur Ashram are the 4 stages that every human being goes through. And so Brahmacharya is the stage of being a student and learning what is dharma, what is
Yeah.
valuable in life,
Yeah.
what will protect, and how to create
Yeah.
symbiosis and how to do rituals,
Yeah.
right? And then Grihastha is where we are in the householder phase. We're
Yeah.
getting married, maybe have
Like
children,
a family.
become a contributor and participate in the mystery. And then Vanaprastha is the phase where you go into the, like originally would be going into the forest.
Literally
And living,
mean, but we go to the wisdom, more
Go
to the wisdom. Yeah.
yeah,
If we cannot
yeah.
find the wana, the forest.
No,
Yeah.
Forest.
yes.
The forest become
Or just living a
concrete
simpler
already.
life.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
To the wisdom,
The
basically.
wisdom.
Go inside the bush, the
Yeah.
forest of your heart.
And that's
yeah,
quite a good
inside.
retirement plan because in Europe, like there's no real plan. I mean, there's a plan, but the plan is like I work and then I I retired, and so many people are afraid of getting old because
Yeah.
there's no system, there is no mythology. What am I gonna do now when I'm old?
Yeah.
And so here it's like, no, you
Yeah.
get old. It's you become the wise person. You learn. You discover
Yeah.
wisdom. And then the last
And the
phase,
last one is
sannyas.
bhikshuka.
You
Yeah.
call it bhikshuka?
Bhikshuka, we call
Okay.
it. Yeah.
It's like sannyasa, like taking
Yes, a
renunciation.
kind of that. Yeah. Yeah. And
And then
that
the
is Wiku
bhikshu will be
Ngeraga.
then letting go of all the duties that
Yeah,
we have as a
yeah,
human
yeah,
being.
yeah.
Yeah.
They what
Mm.
they just separate themselves from the hustle bustle of
Right.
life,
Yeah.
politics,
That's
no
nice.
more. So those kind of level, they don't talk about politics anymore. They
Right.
see life more holistically.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they understand what life is and then what is above that.
Yeah.
So they do understand.
So
So
what is life about? Just to bring that in, in the Vedic tradition, what is life all about?
let me finish this
Okay.
first.
Yes. Good.
Be patient.
Mhm. Good.
Wiku Ngeraga, so
Mhm.
they decide it's for themselves, it's for themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Wiku Ngeloka Palasraya is a high priest who doing or who lead ceremony for their big family, for their
Right.
clan and
Yeah.
community only.
Okay. Yeah.
So Wiku Acharya is high priest who are doing the Ngeloka Palasraya, lead the ceremony and giving the teaching. So
Lokapalashraya. Yeah.
yeah, so those are the three levels of the Wiku that we have in Bali.
Okay.
It's depend on the background.
Yeah.
It's depend on the quality
Yeah.
of their education before
Yeah.
becoming high priest and the talent as well.
Mm.
Several high priests love to talk and teaching.
Yeah.
Several of them don't really love, but they have to. Surely the minimum one they have to, but
Mm.
to be able to do training, a long training in the concept, in the structure, not all the high priests. That is a
Mm.
special. It's require a special talent, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you asked about what is life.
Yeah. I have so many questions,
Yeah.
but this is
In
episode
which
number
part?
one.
In which part?
Mm-mm.
Life
Mm.
is, in general, is the experience, the learning of the spirit to be whatever intended, that is depend on your level of your spirit level.
Mm.
But generally can be started becoming microorganism, plants, many kind of plants, animal, and then human, many kind of human.
Mm.
So experiencing become eka pramana, the plant, the dvi pramana, the animal, and then three pramana, and then become a holy person can be chatur pramana. Experiencing all of those can
Mm.
be thousand time of reincarnation.
Mm.
Yeah, that that is life.
Mm. Mm.
To
To experience
experience,
the
to
fullness,
learn
learn.
at the end of the day, to come back with a target, the ultimate target to reach moksha.
Moksha.
It's mean to come back to become Holy Spirit, merging with God.
Merging with
That
God.
merging with God. That is life.
Mm.
That is the scope or the scheme of life. Uh, from Holy Spirit and come back become Holy Spirit, but with more wisdom, capturing or experience, and so the Spirit will have more wisdom.
Mm. Mm.
That that is our standing, our understanding on life.
Mm. Mm. Yes, freedom and merging with God, to be one, to discover that
Yes.
we are one with God, that God is not away from us. That's
Yeah,
what
we
is
are one, but we don't know we are
we don't
one.
know. Exactly.
So the wisdom will let us know through the
Yes.
experience. Yeah,
Yes.
the conceptually is I agree. We are one. We
Yeah.
are in God body and God within us. But
Mm.
the question is, do we have the consciousness with that
Mm.
concept?
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
good to start with the concept first.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
with a good tattva, right?
Mm. Yes. Yeah. And then as a priest and a high priest and high priestess, how is the life of a high priestess and priest?
How's your life now?
It's a lot
Are
of
you happier?
duties, no? It's
Yeah. As a high priest, I think, as priestess, I think I have to be more accepting.
more
Yeah,
accepting.
more
Yeah.
acceptance and just
Yeah.
going with the flow, more connected to the
Are
light.
you happier now?
Yeah, more complicated but more happy.
Yeah, surely more responsibility.
More
Responsibility.
responsibility,
Yeah,
huh?
more
Yeah,
responsibility. More
yeah,
responsibility.
yeah.
And people think that we know everything. Also,
Right.
that's also another challenge, no?
Yeah.
They project onto you
Yeah.
Everything,
everything.
all of their problem after
Right.
they're looking for healing, for example,
Yeah.
after they went through all of the modern doctors,
Yeah.
after they're done with that, they couldn't find what sickness they do have, and they come to us, So that's
Yes.
quite a challenge.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also what comes out. I see, like in the water purification, it's this, the sickness, the energy that you were talking before. That is because we don't know that we are one with God,
Mm.
and then we have all
Yeah.
these conclusions and judgments about ourselves, and it creates
Yeah.
all this tension and
Mm.
stress, and then
Mm.
all these entities
Mm.
Yeah.
come out
Come out
during
from
this
that. Yeah.
purification.
Yeah.
And I see in
Very.
Bali, like Bali really has become the healing place of the world. Like
Mm.
everyone is coming to Bali now to
Yeah.
heal. You can for sure also see a
Yeah.
huge change over these last few years. No?
As we know that Bali is
Mm.
one of the biggest portal in the world beside
Mm.
Tibet and Peru.
Mm.
Mm.
Then when it is called portal, then like a Wi-Fi connection that
Mm.
is the closest
Mm.
to the source.
Mm.
Yeah, when we are talking the energy, it's just like the Wi-Fi signal. No?
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. The wife, I like that example.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So every places in the world having
Mm.
their own specific function. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. When we are looking for the purity, then Bali is one of the great place for that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
but
Yeah.
not everybody will understand this or will find that way because the mystery is always there. But for those who are specifically called, then they will know.
Mm.
But if Bali doesn't want to be known by a certain level of people, then they will not know, and there
Right.
will be a cover for that. Yeah,
Mm.
that is the mystery sometimes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Bali, that like the spirit is that we are all one. And I also feel so grateful to Mother Bali. I've been living here 16 years, and she's been my mother, my home. I could literally die also, like to all the wrong notions and ideas about me, the person, and then be slowly put together again. But
How long you have
16
been?
16
years
years.
here.
16.
16, yes, yes, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And the
And
support that I've received from Bali is just
Mm.
unfathomable.
Yeah.
And
I
can,
think you are intended to bridge the West and the East. I think, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because in general, our people here in Bali, language is a barrier.
yeah,
Okay, almost all the Balinese who work in the tourism, they speak English, but
yeah,
in this level or speaking English more in depth is not easy. It's not easy. It's a quite challenge,
mm,
especially we talk the complexity of life.
life,
Yeah,
yes,
the
Mm.
more
yeah,
in depth about the theory, the structure of life.
yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
I
Yeah,
find also quite difficult.
yeah. And especially with Western mind,
Yeah.
right? They come
To
and they want to know everything.
Yeah.
And why is it like this? And
Yeah.
why not like this? And like, and for you, it's like
Yeah.
just be,
Yes,
just
English
feel.
our second language. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
no, our third, no, we speak
oh, yeah,
Balinese, we
Balinese,
speak
Yes,
Indonesian, and
and
yeah,
then
English.
English.
mm,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, like Bali has welcomes everyone, like, and everyone is welcomed as they are. Everyone can worship the way they want to worship.
Mm,
That's unique to many other
True,
countries, right?
yeah.
Because
true.
everything is sacred. So it doesn't matter what form or what name you call God.
Yeah.
All names are the name
You
of
cannot do
God.
that in Egypt, no?
You cannot. And you just went to
If
Egypt
even
recently, right? I
even
saw
you
that.
close your eyes a little
Yes.
bit longer,
They come, the guards.
Yeah.
if you blink longer
Yeah.
than normal, then
Yeah.
people don't pray.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Bali is
that's
very open, yeah.
the
Yeah.
joke of the civilization.
Yeah.
Joke of civilization. Well, it's I just see it funny
Mm.
Uh-huh.
because they don't understand. So
Yeah.
Nothing
How was
wrong
it
with
for
that.
you to be in Egypt? Because you were there
It's
recently.
wow, it's an eye-opening, no? Really
Yeah.
eye-opening to see the desert.
Yeah.
Before we thought the desert is only the sand.
Yes.
We just realized that a dried ocean.
It was right ocean, yeah.
It is a
Million
dried
years ago, it
ocean.
was all ocean.
Thousand
Also,
years ago,
yeah.
Yeah.
where's the water go?
Yeah.
Where did the water go? Then we know there's a shift,
Mm.
a change on the axis or something, on
Mm.
the axis of the earth.
Mm.
Then the question, when that kind of thing gonna happen again?
Exactly. Yes.
So wow, that's really wow. To see the temples also,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
To see the temples, how
Did you have a favorite
magnificent it is.
temple
Um, a lot
where
of
you
visit.
felt
Yeah.
which
Oh, Syrian.
Syrian
Yeah,
temple?
Syrian
Yes.
temples. Yeah. Because it used to be has a lot of water. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the temple down
Oh
there.
yeah, that one.
That
Yeah,
one I felt.
You felt it
Yeah.
there? Yes.
when
Yeah.
we chanting,
Yeah. And the water
the
also
water is
moving,
It was
moving.
moving.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and somebody took it outside because we were inside,
Yeah.
Uh,
and then the water is just
Yeah.
yeah. I think everybody know
Mm.
this, but we don't know the magnitude of the chanting.
Mm.
yeah.
We didn't do it loudly,
Yeah.
but it seemed the energy of the chanting itself
Yeah.
creating the shape
Mm.
of the
The
water.
water,
What do you call it?
Yes.
the
The
movement,
ripple effect
and
Yeah,
and
the
the
energy. Yeah.
forms and
yeah.
water
I think.
carries is a carrier.
Yeah,
That's why we always have water in all the
yeah,
Mm.
ceremonies
yeah,
because
yeah.
it amplifies.
Specifically for that temple,
Mm.
with design with water
Mm.
around them.
Mm.
Mm.
They don't know where's the water coming from.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow, Egypt is really something.
Did
It's
you go to
good.
the pyramids also?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we spent 3 weeks there, so we know the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's eye-opening to
Mm.
build a new horizon to understand the civilization, the change of the civilization, and then I think we do understand the archipelago of Indonesia now.
Mm.
Before Indonesia was a bigger land,
Mm.
or maybe as Professor Arisio Santos said that Indonesia was the Lemuria, and then a big continent, and then suddenly because of that, maybe the water from Egypt maybe move here, so it's we become only islands, 17,000 islands in Indonesia. So that one of the the fact
Mm.
that I think the water it's happened a shift. We are thinking wildly after we know Egypt.
Started to
Start to
imagine.
Mm.
Yes.
think maybe Noah is from Indonesia,
Mm.
where they were given the notice by
Above.
we call it the deities of the extraterrestrial, that there gonna be a situation like that, and then they prepare the ark or something like a big ship. Where they find the wood?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Exactly.
Surely not in Egypt,
Yeah.
they find the wood in the what's so called in the forest, surely, and then in the tropical we find many forests, and then the wood is taken from there. And I believe Noah is not only one,
Mm.
and although the name is different, but
Mm.
those people who are given the advance notice to anticipate the happening, and then they have to protect the civilization, the people, and the animal, and the plants also. I think many on earth, yeah.
Mm.
And we think wildly after we know Egypt, because there is a fact like that. Before we just didn't get the idea that
Right.
that the
Yeah.
desert is the dried ocean,
Yeah.
and then the temple also, no?
Beautiful.
The temple is big, and then what they call God human, a half God, a half light of people are that tall, and then they are different compared to
The
a
head.
Huge
Yeah.
giants.
gigantic
Yes.
3 meter,
Yeah.
4 meter,
Mm.
taller than what's so called normal human,
Yeah.
So that's make us also become
Mm.
more open to
Yeah.
see all the possibilities that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then when people talk about Anunnaki,
Yeah.
then it makes sense because
Yeah.
there is a proof there.
Mm.
They were exist there. Yeah.
So we did not
Anyway.
come from the monkeys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's good to have that thought also,
Yeah.
never close the
Yeah.
possibility.
No.
No, we never see the transformation in the middle of the way monkey become human, no?
But isn't it fascinating, like
Yeah.
to actually think that we are? It's a little bit arrogant or very arrogant in the West, like to think that we are so advanced, and then what was before it was
Yeah.
primitive, and
Mm.
and when you start to like just come to this realization, like yeah,
It's
like
partial.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, exactly,
from where do we see it?
yeah.
If we
Like
see more holistically, at least
it's
from the
obvious that it was so
esoteric
yeah,
data, at least 14 times the Earth experience or the civilization experience doom, big doom, and then reset again from the beginning,
mm,
So knowing that is a situation like that, no, it's not. Civilization start from the primitive,
yeah,
but they are the beginning of
most intelligent beings.
yeah, that the intelligence has been taken. Let's
Yeah,
start again
yeah,
with a new setup,
yeah,
with a new game or
yeah.
something like that. It's that thing.
Because what if, like, what if we all would be powerful and intelligent? Then we don't need to control each other. We don't
Yeah.
need to manipulate each other, and seeing how kind of that decay happened over a long time. But there is a ground awakening happening, like you
Yeah,
mentioned before.
yeah.
Like
This
there
this
is an
awakening
awakening. It's
now is
happening.
really something gonna happen shortly in this 1 to 3 years. I believe those holy light come down, uh, connecting to many people. I don't
Yeah,
know how many thousand,
yeah,
many datas. We haven't do the research for that, but thousand,
mm,
maybe 10,000,
mm,
15,000, and they are potential to be a new breed which has quantum leap intelligence,
mm,
uh, higher intelligence than the breed of the human now,
mm,
and then this new breed will create a new civilization, as said esoterically, the golden age.
mm, mm,
Um, when we are talking about Yuga, the
mm,
Mahā Yuga, we are now at the Kali Yuga, already end.
mm,
Uh, I have to say I believe because I was told by my guru,
mm,
it's already end. And many, well, I think we talk about that later on, talking about the detail. The Kali Yuga, the Iron Age already end. We are in the transition period, entering the Yuga of golden age or Satya Yuga.
mm,
So there is also a theory that after we reach 12 o'clock, they go back to 11 o'clock. Now, from 12 o'clock, we come to the 1
one.
o'clock. Yeah,
Yeah.
so which is from the Mahā Yuga way, we see from Iron Age, from the Kali Yuga, we are entering the Satya Yuga. There will be a quite big destruction, I believe. Yeah, gonna happen soon.
Mm, mm,
Just be ready for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how can, what would you say? How can people get ready for that?
Yeah, we cannot think too creative on that.
Yeah.
We have to listen to our gurus. We have to listen to our guide, the spirit guide, because they know and they experience and they are part of the committee in preparing that. And then many people also on Earth are being prepared to help to establish the new civilization. I believe many of them, but they are hidden. They don't want them, or they don't want to show that they know. And then the ET people also already come down preparing their thing. I believe a lot of things happen, but we don't know as much as we should know to understand the idea. How to prepare it? Because we are talking about energy and frequency and intelligence, and there will be a quantum leap that we cannot prepare the study. How many books that we have to study, since it is a quantum leap. So I believe when the human understand or find their true self, they entering their spiritual part, and then that is already a quantum leap.
Yeah.
And then I saw that a lot. Many people, I just realized from this lately, 3 years ago, many people I found they speak light language. Whoa! Although they still don't know what language.
Can you tell the listeners what is light language?
Light language, we call it Modre language, is a language that's come from their heart, and then from their soul, from their spirit, and then mentally they don't understand what is that. Yes, I found, based on the information, nobody on the earth understand word by word, but several people understand the big idea of what they are talking about. The language or light language are language, the same like language that we use now, but only different. They coming from different planet or from different time of civilization. Far away might be 5,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, and then that is used for the spirit in indicating who they are. They can speak each other, although the language we hear the sound is different, but they do understand each other, although they speak, for example, it sounds you speak German and then I speak English, but both of them understand, although the language pattern is not the same. That is indicating their ID only, but in terms of sense, they got the sense, they can communicate. Yeah, that is a language, the same like our language, and then that is good to create, to reform the ego, basically, to make the people experience the split, because the target now is to reform the ego. That is the most difficult one, the hardest shell that need to be broken. And then by having the light language, is good for them to experience the split, to experience and to understand that the soul that they do have is so powerful, so intelligent, comparing to the mind where they have their consciousness there, so they can see the difference, that they don't know much. They don't know much compared to their soul, compared to their spirit. So at least their ego can be calmed down. Their ego become tamer, So and after that, ready to be broken, and then align. I think that gonna happen. So testing
Very
to
interesting.
watch
So
the
you've been
progress.
hosting a lot of soul retreats, the one that I've joined also,
Yeah.
which is very
Yes, yes,
unique,
yes.
and
Thank
you're
you very
offering
much
this.
for joining. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
it's
One
very
of
unique
our
to have a space to be invited to express these parts of the soul and
yes.
what you're
It seemed
offering.
the Soul School or Soul Secret, the brand that we have. I think we are called to teach those who are in the process of their awakening. People who are in the process of the awakening usually will be given more problem, more suffering, to make them want to know what life is, the essence of life. I think that is the way the universe or the guru above there, the way they teach the people. So people uh, really want seriously to understand what life is, through the suffering. If they are not suffering, so why we have to do meditation? Let's go to the club. Let's go to the party. Let's eat and drink whatever we want. So it's normal. That time we just ignorance. We just don't know. I think everybody will experience that stage, and after.
Did you
And
experience that state as
a
well?
kind, but not that much. Not that much, yeah, to touch a
A
little bit.
little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little bit different, because when I was 17, I loved to do meditation. I found not many young kids love to do meditation in that age, So I think people call my soul a little bit older, so I become a more serious person in my age. Yeah. It's okay. It's a process for everybody.
Yeah.
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 And then in our teaching in soul school, we urge them to be happy as soon as possible. Be happy. We have to know the secret of life. Life is complex, very complex, but at least we know the secret how to be happy now.
Yeah.
That is
What is the
one.
secret to be happy now?
You have to know yourself
You have to know
sooner,
yourself. Yes.
because the happiness is there. Come on, come on. You don't know to know much that there. Come on, but you have to trust. You have to find your guru. How to find guru? Make sure I will not want to tell you find me. No, 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 no. Everybody has been designed who will be your guru. So use your heart. You have to understand yourself. Use your heart. The more you use your heart, you are become a greater person. That's you. Everybody have. You don't have to buy. You have heart. Why do you don't use your heart? That is the secret. No,
Yes.
because the soul is there.
Yeah.
The frequency and the
Yeah.
heart frequency. Yeah. You experience that, right, in the soul
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are not that tense to speak like language, and make it easy,
Yeah.
because that's us, That's us, Just relax. Don't be too serious, when we see our guru,
Yeah.
when we are connected to the deities, our ancestor, and no, why? Just relax.
Yeah.
If we do understand the concept of the oneness, right? Yeah, but we have to be true.
Yeah.
Don't deceive.
Yeah.
Don't do bad thing. That is the condition.
Yeah.
Then we can be relaxed.
Yeah. And relaxation, like what a process nowadays. Like
Yeah,
so difficult for people to relax. There's so much stress.
yeah. They create the stress, no?
Yes. Yeah.
As what we experience. If we don't want to be depressed, don't create. We have to know the secret, no? Don't create.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our creation.
Just relax.
Yeah.
That's our
Yeah.
creation.
We are the problem. We are the solution.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good. Basically, what we want to capture is the wisdom, right?
Yeah.
It's good to experience anything, yeah. Especially the secret of the creation. What is that? Who create that? That is another secret. If we do understand that, life is a beautiful
Then life
game.
is and it's simple
A
actually. Right?
beautiful game.
Yes. A beautiful game, a beautiful play.
Yeah, if we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that,
Very
a lot of
complicated.
crying.
Yeah.
Yes.
A big cry.
Yeah. And we got to go through that. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
From
I
the
think that is
suffering, you
also so
can
important to
more
as a
understand.
priest, as any facilitator, healer.
It's normal.
You cannot help anyone if you
No.
haven't gone through your own
Yes.
pain.
Every human used to be babies,
Yes.
and then they poo in the pan,
Yes.
So they
Yeah.
are not stupid; they just don't know.
Yes.
We have to understand with love. They just don't know.
Yeah.
We cannot get men to babies who push on the pan. Yeah, they just don't know.
Yeah.
If they are doing wrong thing, they just don't know. If they know, they will not do it.
Exactly.
We have to see from the perspective of that's love.
Yeah.
Although sometimes we forget, no?
We do. We do. And then
Yeah.
we restore to prayers and rituals
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
here, like in Bali, so many rituals. It's incredible.
Yeah.
A life of ritual, a life of offerings and
Yeah.
giving back to the unseen and the unseeable.
Yeah. Hopefully, we know how to do it proportionally. Only. Yeah. Because the ritual in the heart also very much required. Yeah.
Yes.
Not only in the form of that. Yeah. But Bali has been designed to be a unique and special island, which belong to the world, and then I think the world together to sustain or to protect Bali.
Do you feel Bali saturated with people or how is it for you seeing all
I
that is
think
happening?
surely open to have a greater management and care. Yeah, we have to know the limit. I think now the locals also feel that we are a little bit saturated.
Yeah.
Just a bit too many people, too
Yeah.
many vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is giving us a not convenient feeling. Yeah, I think together, I think the government surely is the one who take the lead
Take care of
to
that.
control it, to take care. I think they already realized that. Now they have the governor, the previous one. I think he know what he has to do, and with the support of the people surely, and also like people like you who love Bali, who live in Bali, please contribute and tell us how to protect Bali. Yeah, I think you have a lot of things. I think one day maybe we need to sit down with the expatriate, those foreigners who live in Bali. Maybe we sit down
Yeah.
and ask their comments, thought, and ideas how to care and love Bali more.
Yeah.
And maybe the expatriate also take the action to do something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know Bali, and I think you know Bali more than also several Balinese because you are studying Veda, no? That's not all the Balinese seriously studying about Veda because they do more in bhakti way, yeah, in ritual, yeah.
rituals.
And then I think you study about the tattva, the philosophy. That's very good to inspire them.
Beautiful. Yeah, let's hold that vision maybe together.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
more
yes,
Balinese
yes,
and
yes, yes.
expats can come
Yeah.
together. And
Together.
we had that event at Bali Peace Forum, and there was like a
Yeah,
little seed
that
planted.
one.
But I
Too
think
bad I missed
American,
that. Yeah,
yes, will do it
yeah,
again. And I
yeah,
felt there's really a
yeah.
deep desire of many expats that really want to contribute, and I feel it's
You
really
can be a
time.
bridge of that.
Yes,
And then we have a program also called Gema Perdamaian
exactly.
and
Yes.
the
What is that exactly? That
Eco of Peace in
eco,
English.
yeah.
Gema Perdamaian, we
Eco of peace.
Eco
Yeah,
of
eco
Peace,
office.
yeah. And we start from July usually until November with several program. And then maybe you can be bridge with the expat who in Bali and join. The simplest one is to make fundraising to help the people who are not lucky enough in this life economically.
Yeah.
We can support them like what we managed to collect around 250 million rupiah, and we help them to improve their houses, because several of their houses are really, really poor, to help them with food, just support them to show that we do care and love them.
Yeah.
And surely that is mainly the work of the government,
Yeah.
but it's good from the
Expats.
civilian, from
Civilian.
the people, yeah.
And so many expats have bought land, like I mean,
Yes.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
lease land, and
Let's do
that's
next
minimum to give
this
back.
year. Yeah,
Yes.
the end of this year, I'll
Okay.
contact you.
Yes.
Let's work it
That's
together.
good. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
You come down,
Yeah.
directly, not giving the money to a foundation, not like that. You come down. Show yourself that you care. I think they will love it to see Bule care and love them. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to share today with the people? Something from your heart, or also a prayer, maybe? We could hear
Yeah.
a prayer.
To the people, I may say that please connect more to the heart. Prepare yourself to be more connected to the source, to the light. So grow your heart. Just connect your heart. So be ready. Be a container to all the energy in your heart. So be peaceful and get the harmonization of the universe in your heart. Think people will feel more and connect more. Whatever happen in the future, they will be ready because they are connected already. So that's my hope to all. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I miss when you're saying that. I miss the question when you ask what we need to prepare
Oh,
for the golden
then,
age or the Satya Yuga.
yeah.
To prepare by knowing ourselves. When you said about connect to the heart more,
To
then
the higher self.
we have to know that what we are,
Yeah.
what we are actually, the essence of our existence. I think theoretically, a lot in the YouTube, in the internet, we are light, as said. How much we know that we are light? What is that light? Can we see the light? We can see the lamp, we can see the sun, but we cannot see the light. We only see the reflection of the light. Then how do we know the light of ourselves, that we are light? That need a guidance. That need guidance to make them confidence to know the simplicity of the existence. I think, and after that, to understand the machine, to understand what is human. Don't be scared with karma, something like that. What is called hell, heaven, something like that. We have to be more scientific, but in a simple and applicative way, to understand the machine that we are created as a human to come down to the earth, having our own design, which has been crafted in our soul. What we like, what we don't like, what we prefer, what we don't prefer, something like is already crafted. Why another people are different because they are designed to be different. Something like that. I think we need to start to understand, and then we are not really taught in the school. By understanding that, then we will appreciate becoming a human. Yeah, and then and knowing how to manage the life. As simple as that, actually. To connect to the heart is not a big or difficult thing. Maybe people scared to do meditation. They just feel not good to do meditation because they think they see the meditation is so complex. No, actually, very simple. Very simple. Somebody must convince them it is simple. You can do meditation while you're walking, while you're brushing your teeth. In many ways, as long as they are connected to what, they have to understand that frequency. After they understand that, oh, meditation is so simple.
Could we end with a little meditation? Could we end the podcast with a meditation? Would you like to guide a simple but people can
Do you
take
want
into
it?
it? I would love it. And then maybe a
Okay.
prayer if Mahā Devī would like then to add with a chant, a prayer
Okay.
at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the meditation first, and then
And
after
then
that, you do the chanting. Maybe the Buddha chanting,
Okay.
whatever you like. Yeah.
Okay.
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 Ladies and gentlemen, Sarada is full with surprise. She never told me what we're gonna say, what the question will be. This is very natural. I'm ready with that.
Okay.
I will say no if I cannot answer.
We
I'm
can
as
cut it
open
out.
as you. Okay.
But natural is the way.
Yeah. So, do you want me to do a guided meditation now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If we have time,
Go.
a short one.
Yeah. Maybe a short one. I don't want to give you a guided meditation for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I would like to give the essence. When you want to do a meditation, the best way, although there are 1,001 ways, the best way, the simplest way, which I mostly recommend, is to feel and to follow your breath, and make sure that you breathe naturally, because when you do the meditation, you pay attention to your breath. Actually, in life, we are breathing all the time. No breath, no life, right? You may don't eat for 1 month, you're still alive. You may not drink for 3 weeks, you're still alive. But breathing 2-3 minutes, you are in the heaven or maybe in the hell, I don't know. You make it. uh, then to do a simple meditation, you need to be at the heart frequency. To be at the heart frequency, to make it faster, provoke with your smile. Do the smile deliberately, you smile. Then you are connected to your middle brain, to the right brain, and you are entering the frequency of your heart. And also uh, realize that the you have you are breathing naturally. You breathe naturally, and you know that you are breathing naturally. Now you just need to follow the inhaling and exhaling thoroughly to the tip or to the end of the inhaling, to the tip or to the end of the exhaling. If you followed it at least 3 rounds, and then you are connected to you are achieving your heart frequency easily. Remember, with smile, you may close your eyes, and then boom, you are there. And then when you are there, then you do what next? To kneel to God, to apologize, or to give forgiveness, and then after that to connect to God, and that is another series. Because when you have the frequency of your heart, then you feel your crown chakra, and then you connect. There is a light ball above your crown chakra, and then that is the only connection to the source. And that is another level. I think when you have a pure heart, you feel the frequency of the heart. That is quite simple to be connected to the source. Then you feel, and then you connect above your crown chakra. So make sure you feel light here. You feel the pure smile. This one, the first one is a provocative smile, a smile that you provoked the connection, a faster connection to the heart. And later on, when you feel your heart, then you feel the heart is in the smile in your heart. Then you feel the smile in your heart. Then the smile, you can feel the whole of your system, the whole of your consciousness. When you feel that smile, then the connection to the source will be a lot easier. That is the basic of the meditation. And later on, you will work with Kundalini, rise up and everything, healing yourself. Later on, we talk about that. That is the
Episode 2.
continuation. Yeah, that's
The next
the
episode.
next episode. But that is the basic. Yeah, the basic to be connected with your heart. As simple as that.
So beautiful. Thank you. Mahadevi?
Oh, the
Okay.
chanting.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When
I
you are
love you
connected,
chanting. It just
okay.
brings us
yeah,
to
go.
the sacred tears.
Okay, I will chance a little bit to open all the hearts who watch this podcast. Hopefully, all be connected. Om Mawigana Mastro Masidum Sirastra Maswa Om. Om Namo Ratnatraya Namo Arya Janana Sagara Ferochan. Biuhara Jaya Tadagata Arahata Samyak Sambudaya. Om Namo Sarwa Tadagata Be Arahata Be Samyak Sambudabe Namo Arya Falokit. Soraya Bodhisatwaya Masatwaya Makarunika. Tadiatam Dara Dara Diri Duru. Itewete Chale Chale. Prachale Kusumi Kusuma Wale. Ilimiri Titi Jualama Panai. Soha. Om kesambur sambur nama suah, om awegi nama sudah masih dalam sirastra suma suah, saya membantu suka membantu, kuna membantu nama suah. Om santi 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 santi. Om.
Loka
Om loka
samasta
samasta
sukhino
sukino bawantu.
bhavantu.
Loka
Loka
samasta
samasta
Sukhino
sukino
sukhino
bhavantu.
bawantu.
bhavantu.
Loka
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 samasta
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 sukhino
sukino
sukhino
bawantu.
bhavantu.
Om
Om Shanti,
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 Shanti, Shanti.
Shanti.
Om.
Om. 1 o'clock.
Matra
Natural,
Suksuma. Natural.
Very natural.
Natural.
Thank you.
Matra Suksuma.
Thank you
Terima
very much. Thank you
kasih.
for the
Thank you so
invitation.
much.
Thank you for
What
the
an honor.
invitation.
Is the juice coming?
The juice is coming. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us.
Thank you. everybody.
Much love from Mother Bali.
Yeah.
And until
Thank you,
next
Mora, for
time.
listening and
Thank you. Thank you all.
From my heart to yours, deepest gratitude for your presence. May you follow your wildest dreams, live your highest purpose, and expand into the infinite, because that's what you are.